Okay, we have a Scholomance group. There is a warrior. I don't know if he's gonna release the Chrono Boon, but he has some world buffs in the Chrono Boon. Probably not for just a dungeon. I don't know. Warlock here, Rogue, and the Mage. As expected, Scholomance has a lot of caster loot, so I did expect to have other casters. We'll see who needs what and stuff like that. I also have important quests to do. I have an offhand from one of the quests. And for the Bar of Peasant Collar, that trinket that summons, you know, the humanoids, and they help you in battle. Discipline down to Spirit, just the Spirit buff, no PI, and Holy, deeper into Holy, into Spiritual Healing. So I'm going with this spec, healing dungeons. My healing gear is just basic stuff. I have a few blue items that, you know, intellect, spirit, a little bit of healing power here and there, but still a lot of my items are when I was leveling. So yeah, intellect, stamina, spirit, stuff like this gear. And we're going Skolo. Our tank is shield tank, Skull Flame shield, and Axe of the Deep Woods. I do have as a healer the Discipline talent, Silent Resolve, just in case, specifically for hardcore, so I decrease the chance of getting aggro by healing. So yeah, we're gonna be Gucci in terms of aggro, I hope. Let's go. Details. We need to show their pump. The Stratholme Undead and Stratholme Living I did, the warrior tanks were dual wield. This guy's gonna be a shield pumper. Mark Shackle for Mark Star for Shackle if you need. Star. Mark Star with mark some star and I'll shackle for you. Also, Scholomance is generally a little bit harder than Stratholme. I was doing Stratholme with dual wielding tanks, Fury tanks, but Stratholme has bigger pulls overall, I think, and more mobs, higher level mobs per average. I think the Warlock needs the Succubus kill or whatever, and I need the deed over there, one of the deeds. So we're gonna wait for the pat. Okay, good. From this next trash pack I can shackle the ghost, because the others are actually humanoids, not undead. There are actually two trash packs. I mean patrols. Wait, what if he knocks? No, this one doesn't knock. I think the ghost knocks. Or mana burns. Interesting. I remember there was something about the ghost. I think he... okay, we're gonna kill it first. And sheep. I think he either mana burns or knocks. So we don't want to get knocked down into the other mobs. There was something here. Yeah, that knock. There we go. Have the tank renewed always. Heal others with the efficient heal. Efficient heal is heal rank 4. Max rank, my biggest heal I have right now. The biggest heal in the game. Rank 4 greater. That one I'll do on tank, on maybe on bosses when it feel like it's needed. And flash heal max rank and rank 5. Max rank and a couple lower if in case I need to spam it. Need to not spam max rank. I will too fast. I think I don't need to ask to clear for the deed because the warlock has a quest for the succubus. Also from the succubus you get blood. What was it called? Blood of something? Blood of innocence, I think? Yeah, blood of innocence. And it summons the one of the bosses. You need blood of innocence. The guy that's on the balcony, you know. That transforms. The transformer guy. Okay, we're going very careful so far, so I like it. Waiting all the patrols. Number one reason to wipe on hardcore: patrols. Number two, being too confident and pulling too many. Okay, they're actually not clearing. I appreciate it. Actually, with such a tank, I can spare mana for a dot. Reminds me of the lobby dungeons with the dwarf priest. I was DPSing as much as healing. Same amount of damage done as healing done in the dungeon. Or even more damage a lot of the times. When tank goes shield and takes a lot less damage, well, one renew just covers everything. Dot and wand, we are back. Dot and wand. Some people on those low level dungeons on the comments were like saying I should never be DPSing. And here I am DPSing a level 60 dungeon. Using mana on dots. As a healer. What's up now? Look at that, same damage done as the tank. Easy. He's cannibalizing. Let's not cancel the mana regen. My mana regen's slow as hell anyway. And I'm keeping up the inner fire now. Interrupt the heal? Oh, okay. Or nuke him like that. Warlock, you need it too. Okay, I think he remembered. Okay, nice. It's the tank who pulled it. I thought someone else pulled it. Holy shit. It would have been a spam heal if it was someone else. Have to spam heal them. I think for one of the quests it was good to loot the item needed and then go out and turn in and then continue, because then I think it goes to the last boss or the room before the last boss, something like that. But I definitely want to do more than one Scholo run, so we'll just keep going. And on my next run I'll do the next part. It's like one of the quests is 3 parts inside the dungeon or something like that. The hatchling is from the whelps. To collect from the whelps. The deeds is this one with the scrolls. And this one is to kill one of the bosses and loot the things next to him. So I think this one, to loot the things next to him, has a follow-up after. And at the end of the chain, I believe it gave me an offhand. That's the offhand I need with int stamina spirit for PvP. If I remember everything well from classic. One of these mobs here, I remember, he just stands and spams summons. So that's important to use mage counter spell on it. Okay, nice, we're pulling the patrols only. Very nicely. Someone, a priest died to the fallen hero in the Plaguelands. Feels bad, man. And these guys are laughing at it. Our guildie. Oh shit, it's this guy's guildie. And these guys are a Molten Core guild. Well, you lost one of the healers who was about to hit 60. Just lost the healer, mate. Okay, so he's not releasing the Chrono Bone, he's not those buffs. Those world buffs gonna be saved for ZG, I guess, or Molten Core. There we go, summon. Summon the skeleton, this one. This one spams summons. Actually, I don't need to dot all the time, it was just at the start. The tank was barely taking damage. Shouldn't lose my mana on that. This is not leveling. Not leveling leveling dungeon. I'll just want. But sadly, I don't even have the 1 damage anymore. Nothing is like in the leveling. Nothing is like healing leveling dungeons. I just looted while we were fighting mobs. I was that guy. Don't want items showing up on screen when you're focused on fighting mobs. Grats on the 60, yo, thank you, man. What I need more now is you to tell me grats on the loot. That means I need to get loot, basically. Oh. Should have healed first and then renew and then not cast. To be more efficient and regen more mana, I need to heal there. The tank and renew and then not cast. Do I need something from the Blood of Innocence guy? Who was he? Was it the Death Knight? Oh, Kirtonos. It was Kirtonos. Kinda do need this belt if it drops. I think I get Blood of Innocence from the quest, from the follow-up to my quest. So maybe we can do it at the end. So maybe I could squeeze like 2 parts of the quest with the same group. Group heal here on everybody. Or they actually want to do it now? Yeah, I'm gonna do it then in my next run. The continuation. This thing right there requires Blood of Innocence and then the boss spawns. Everyone knows their role here. What's our role here? Yeah, okay, yeah. One thing I remember from this boss is you can get knocked out. So he wants us to stand here. He drops aggro completely and he knocks back. Okay, wait, the casters are there, I think. He drops aggro and then knocks. I know in Classic people died by getting knocked out of there. Ideally for me Stratholme belt is better with spell power, but this one is okay too. Maybe the Stratholme one never drops for me. Let's see what drops and stuff. I'm gonna pre-fade just in case. Okay, let's watch the fight like this. Because that angle there is... Oh, it's okay, I can see. There is the knock, he knocked the warrior but hit the wall. It's important to be immediately ready to shield here. The warlock got aggro for a second, I shielded him instantly. Because this boss can delete casters, you know. JFC never drops. This one has too much spirit and too little of the other items. That's sadly. I don't need this dagger. But I could use it for vendor spec. It's 1 gold. Okay, we're greeding on stones. Everyone needs the stones equally, I guess. So it's like either need on greed or greed everyone. So they are greeding. I did not get the first stone. Scourge stone. I would really like to have rep. Dispel the Cone of Cold. Okay, this room is also full of patrols. Absolutely full. So this one we also need to be careful. I think the spectral door, this guy, the ghost silences here. So it's not recommendable to stay melee. But the rogue is using kidney, stun locking. Stun locking mobs as a rogue in a dungeon is good. specifically on mobs that have instant, like an arcane explosion. Arcane explosion, blast wave, silence, instant. Those are the ones you can stun lock as a rogue. Done this as a rogue a lot. Otherwise, the ones that cast like a shadow bolt, for example, you can just... But with instant abilities, you can't interrupt it. Like the shadow volley right now that he casted. There is the silence on the warrior. That shadow volley didn't even hurt me, I might have resisted. One Holy Nova will heal everyone here. Healing the lock. That Shadow Word Pain seems to hurt. Flash heal on tank. Killing someone else. Didn't have time to dispel the silence, but better to not die than dispelling a silence. Look at that, another patrol there. Another patrol of 2 mobs? No, 1 guy. Ah, the Shadow Volley barely does damage. Shadow Volley is AoE Shadow Bolt, but the damage of it is healed by a Holy Nova. Shadow resist buff dropped. Yeah, right. That's good to have. We're going really careful so far, so these guys do good. But so was the Zul'Farrak close call that I had. It was all very smooth until it wasn't. So I'm not gonna jinx it, so I'm just saying that these guys are doing good so far. Yeah, this is hardcore and we are max level, so it sucks to lose this, right? So being way too careful is better than dying. Being extremely careful is better than skipping something or trying to rush it. In hardcore, one thing, you never should be in a rush. Should be ready to have to take longer than usual with the dungeon, you know. Some people are used to speedrunning dungeons because they in classic, because they have an over-geared, over-enchanted wink. I mean an out character. And now here they skip patrols, they rush and pull too many. A lot of people die that way in hardcore. What I'm saying is, it's just classic dungeons, they are not hard. You can do them in full greens. I am in greens. Well, not full greens, but still. But you shouldn't underestimate it and do stupid things. It's easy, yes, but shouldn't be completely underestimated and doing stupid things. Had a warrior pull a whole half cave into me and killed my druid the other day. Yeah, that sucks, man. Sorry to hear. Yeah, I respect just to do dungeons. I respect into holy healer spec. This one with discipline down to divine spirit, not to PI, and holy down to spiritual healing. So it's a holy healing spec, not discipline healing. Then it's going to cost me 10 gold to respec back, because my respec cost is going up. I already respect once. Okay, he's waiting to see if I will drink. Yeah, sure, I will drink. I have to rebuff slowly, like 1 stamina rebuff per trash pack. Just to not have to sit and drink for a minute, just to not rebuff at once. When I have full mana, I don't need it, so I'll just rebuff now and heal with the rest of my mana. Worth it to get some gear? Yeah, of course. It is worth it for sure. I think one of my quests wanted me to kill Janice. Janice is below. Janice is something people hated doing in Classic. Everyone wanted to skip. Oh, whoops. Janice is the boss below that everyone hates. But the Dread Mist Mantle though. Ah, actually I got this one with spell powers, so... One is a bit better actually. I do have good shoulders. From Janice later I'll need my quest. She's part of a quest. I think one of the deeds, yeah, right there. Look how I remember, man. From 4 years ago from Classic. I did this a lot. Nostalgia of Classic. And Classic was nostalgia of vanilla. So the nostalgia of the nostalgia. Double nostalgia. One of the deeds is here. And the 2 we are missing. The 2 we are missing are from behind the bosses. I think behind the bosses in the last part. This dungeon, the good thing about this dungeon was the amount of loot you can get because there is a lot of bosses. Amount of bosses was the best part about it. Every caster was doing this a lot because for PvP gear, the PvP server. In the last part of this dungeon is like 6 bosses. 2 on the lower part and 2 above. 3 low and 3 above on the 2nd floor. Is there something I could need from Janice? I don't think so actually. That stuff is good healing stuff, but just for my healing spec. One of my quests is to kill 20 of these. I think I do that in 1 run because they are 20 in total. was something about these mobs as well in Classic. I have died in this part by pulling too many. They had like a blast wave or something. So if you overpull, even if they are non-elites, they can fuck you up. And we are going for Rattlegore. Rattlegore is the guy with the Shadowcraft boots. The rogue probably wants that. Pretty nice cloth shoulders there. A lot of stamina. Is Zugert doing as good job as Plate did? Yeah. Very good tank as well. Yeah, look at that blast wave. I'll shield the rogue in case of future blast wave. Somebody just died at level 58 from the guild. 58 would have made it for the tournament by tomorrow. Rest in peace. What class was he? He was a mage. Make sure everyone gets in that one room before the door locks behind you. I think that's part of this dungeon. I think one of the bosses did that. Maybe all of the bosses on the bottom floor. Oh. He looted a little drink and gave me. I should appreciate the rogue. But how did we die in Classic on this? Only one blast wave. I guess they are different types of whelps, that some blast waves, some don't. And in Classic, I think we pulled the whole room, so then you had like 5 blast waves or something. Ah, what can get a little intense is this stackable disease, so I dispel it. It does damage over time, so it stacks and it's more damage over time. Always follow the tank, guys. Some people are skinning or whatever. As a healer, you follow the tank. Look at him. Ah, it reduces stamina, this disease. Maybe that's how I've died in Classic here. This thing is stacked a lot and it reduces a lot of stamina, and then the blast wave does all of your HP, or most of it. But that's only if you stack it like 20 times. Basically, the only way to die here is to pull all the whelps. The only way to die is to be crazy in your head. Are you in the strat robe? Dude, it dropped on my first strat. A healing robe. I only need for healing the dungeons now. Robes of the Exalted. These Robes of the Exalted took a lot to get in Classic, and then I crafted True Faith vestments after. The Robes of the Exalted is good if you is pre-raid bis if you're not a tailor. Or if you're a paladin. Or a shaman healer. Shaman healers and paladin holies, they were going crazy for this robe. Because they didn't go tailoring. Yeah, of course you gotta level tailoring for True Faith if you're a priest. It's bis until phase 3 or something. Be careful, people on Defias Pillager are having connection issues. US servers having connection issues? That's not good. What was Skin of Shadows for? Did I need that? It was for an enchant, I think. Did I ever need this? Ah, this is a neck. I thought this was an offhand, dude. Because I just saw it's like an orb. Okay. I'm ready. Wants me to shackle the minion that follows on the way in after the boss pulls. I think we cleared the patrols. It's not the best place to shackle him. If a patrol runs in, it will aggro through the shackled one that's in combat with us. I'm pretty sure we cleared the paths. It's needed for 8 SP enchant? Ah, right. 8 spell power. 8 spell power, helm or pants. The rogue is here after the Shadowcraft. The question is this better than mine? I have 11 stamina. 11 stamina for PvP. 11 stamina, 18 int. It's 19 stamina, 9 int. It's the opposite. Mine is more intellect, less stamina. This is more stamina, less intellect. Overall, I should have more items that give me more stamina than intellect. So shoulders having more intellect than stamina is okay. Mine also boost my healing, yeah. But I don't want to be healing anyway. I want to be healing anything. I actually got them. $17 stamina, 11 spirit, wow. I usually overthink and I very often pass for other people. It would have been an upgrade for this guy. But this is a tournament character and I leveled late and I only have 1 day to gear, so... I personally do think this is better, this one that I just got. More stamina is better than more int, I think. But I can also change them. Against some classes I want more int than stamina, against other classes I want more stamina than intellect. Like a warrior. Yeah, against a mage, for example, this one would be better. That has spell power and healing, because against a mage I may heal myself. May heal. These guys are saying about reset and doing Kirtonos and Rattlegore. The rogue really wants Shadowcraft boots. It's understandable, they are OP. And you need them for tier 0.5. For tier 0.5. The warlock scared me. He was live tapping. I thought he was on the poison. One important thing in this part of the dungeon: stay away from the poison that they drop. That thing does like 100 per second. I think it hits hard. I need to do a drink here. And a rebuff. So we're skipping the boss down there, we're skipping Janice, which will make the run faster. But I will have to bother one of my groups doing Janice. For one of my quests. We're going to do Skull here as well. Skull can drop good pants. I have good pants already. 18 stamina and int. Wait, are we not gonna do Vectus? Maybe after. Vectus is like a summoned boss. Or Warlock quest or something. Or maybe everyone can get the quest. Or the summon item. Is your first hardcore level 60? Yeah. I had to do it almost solo. almost purely solo. One of my characters died in a dungeon, the others died in the world. Me stupid. This one I only did one dungeon, no, two. Wailing Caverns and RFC. I solo the shit out of it. Just full solo grind mode. Shadow. Shadow solo. Shadow is a solo guy. Shadow priests are solo players. Generally, everybody knows that. Everyone is mouthing, yeah. When the Shadow Priest doesn't heal them. People in a... Hey, Traveler's Backpack. People in a Battleground be like, can you fucking heal me once, please? Oh my god, I'm getting Traveler's Backpack as well. But I'll sell it. It's too much gold. Too much gold to not sell, so I can afford other things. I got an orb as well, yeah. I got Crusader orb from Strat Live. But I don't have much time for sell. The boss is not dispellable. I can dispel his... Ah, he doesn't have armor. I just need to dispel the slow. Ah, actually now. Dispel them so they get... This boss is intense, dispel intense. And he puts the ice armor on himself, so if you want, you can dispel this boss a lot. Damage done by frost. Frost spells, okay. One deed should be here. If I'm not mistaken. Am I mistaken? Is one of the deeds not here? Ah, it is. And the last one is behind the boss that has 2 ads. The here. The warlock is on the same quest, so he needs this. Somebody disenchanted into a Nexus crystal. Holy shit. I think he disenchanted the blue. There is a low chance to get the epic crystal. Oh, I got the gloves. They are 1 gold vendor. I could need it and say I didn't see it says frost. I didn't see frost spell damage. Oh shit, my bad. 1 gold vendor, yoink. This is the last part where everybody loved. A lot of people in Classic were doing skip run. Which means you skip everything you can skip. Just do Rattlegore to get the key. And then come here. All of these bosses share loot table and they drop all of this, like look at this, it's all the same loot except for 1 item that changes here. Clotties have the necropile. Rogues have the cadaverous set. Others have something else as well. We changed the time today in EU. Well, in Spain, I imagine most of the EU countries do as well. I guess so. Oh, that's 5 gold from this, 4.5 gold. We changed the time later today, which is it goes like 1 hour behind and stuff. Up, up, up. Dispel the mind control. Actually, in Classic, I remember this boss specifically tanked on the stairs, so healer can line of sight any cast. If you get mind controlled as a healer, you could just line of sight like this. Changing time is painful. Yes. Very painful. That's why I love to live in Spain. Everything is painful and it's cool, I like it. Did the warrior pot there? Don't worry, bro. How is my Spanish? It's good. Very good. I live here for longer than I lived anywhere else. Shackle 1 and burn boss. Okay. I pull with Shackle. Go. Go. Here we needed to stay very far back so we don't get the ticking. And the ticking damage also does pushback, so I think Rogue has aggro right now. The Rogue is just taking damage from pushback. The Warlock is getting pushback there. He and the Mage are outranging it. So I'll just shield the lock. And if he absorbs the damage, he'll get pushed. Like a periodic ticking. Oh, nice, the curse from the Mage. Nice, the curse. This guy does. Scary part about this boss is he does a 90% healing reduction curse, or 50%, I don't remember, but Necropile! Necropile is what we want for PvP. What's my bracer? This is my PvP bracer I have equipped right now. So yeah, it's 2 more stamina, 2 more int. Go. I need. And time to compete with 2 casters. But I'm the healer needing it, needing on this loot. So I can't be unhappy with competing. This is how Scholomance is every time. You compete with casters. I rolled 99 for it. But you know what? They didn't even roll. Hey, what the fuck? Mr. Rogue. Casting a heal and immediately shielded the rogue. Was casting a heal on the warrior. These ones slap very hard. And I think they reset aggro, so these are fucking spooky. They either choose a random target to go after or they reset aggro. I don't know. So they passed this bracer. That's very cool, bracer. Appreciate it. Danny always passes, he can be a goblin at once. Yeah, I often pass. Oh shit. I buffed and he pulled. It's okay. It's all good, I have mana pot. I didn't communicate properly there. They understand I'm in a tournament. Yeah, I told them, it's the first thing I said when I joined, that you know, I'm joining as a healer, so I said if I will be needing on items that I feel will be good for PvP, since this is a tournament character. And they said okay. I mean, PvP items on hardcore, they usually don't care, but some items they want them for raiding, but I also want them for PvP, so a few items we share, you know. Have we been here for 1 hour? I must have buffed Fresh Prayer of Spirit, which is 1 hour group buff. Scholomance is a long dungeon. I think this boss also drops thread. This is when my silent resolve comes into play. Very using the threat of my abilities so I don't get aggro. If a boss does aggro reset and I am finishing casting a heal and I land it, he resets. That's very spooky. And he comes to me, you know, he can clap me. Not to be like too demanding or anything, but I need more necropile. To be greedy, but I have 1 day to gear. 1 or 1.5 or something. To make gold for it. We need a necropile chest to drop, yeah? Yeah, at least it can be reset and done again. The good part about it. I think tonight I will be probably playing a little bit more. Because the server gets active around this time. For me it's 8 PM. In the server it's 10 AM. The difference is just crazy. Otherwise, Undead Priest was my dream priest to have on a classic era PvP server. So when this one dies on the tournament, it will go to classic era, but it's US classic era. So the time I play, it's either night or early morning in the US, and it's not active. And then when it's active, I sleep because it's 4 AM for me. when the server is active. I wanted an undead or a troll priest on classic era PvP. Not the dwarf who died on hardcore on stitches. The dwarf was meant to stay alive, but he didn't. But yeah, the good part is we can reset this and do it over and over. US Classic Era White Main is very populated. US Classic Era has PvP as well. Someone in the guild says any clips from Gurubashi deaths last night. People went into Gurubashi and died? People fought over the trinket? I mean, AGM is a huge trinket, for sure. Someone got sent back to Brill. A shaman died. Holy Saxy boy. Holy Saxy boy is a paladin from Classic. I think I fought him on somewhere. A tournament or something. Or BGs. Necropow leggings. +3 defense, Kek from the 2 set. My leggings for PvP are 18 stamina, 18 int. The backup plan. This is a few more stamina and the same int. Oh, I won them over the Warlock who also rolled for it. I won them over the Warlock, dude! Dude, I got 2 Necropile items from this run. Wait. Oh, the Bracer I already equipped. Yes, I got 2 Necropile. Dude, if I only had the gold for the fucking 100 HP enchant. In Classic, this is how my priest... This is like a reminder... I'm happy about it. This is a reminder of my Classic priest. I had the full Necropile set. Enchanted with health and stuff. This is how I ranked to 14 with Necropile set. Oh, dude. Oh, the Warlock is not so happy with it. Sorry. Like mine is blue, yes, but mine is spirit main stat, which is a healer one. Necropile is stamina main stat, so I'm really sorry, man. He has a green one. I would trade him this, but it's like 1 stamina, 1 intellect upgrade. He needs spell power. Let's be real, you aren't winning, he says. Oh, they didn't like me since the start. Ah. Feels bad, man. I took too much loot. No, the lock is not going to the tournament. Nobody is. None of these guys is a tournament player, so it's just a regular group. The Warlock says you got 4 pieces so far, just ease up off the gas on a dude that's not gonna exist in 3 days. So my dude is not gonna exist in 3 days, and this other guy says, let's be real, you aren't winning. They didn't like me since the start. What can you do? What can you say, guys? Well, it's okay. I understand he can be frustrated, but there's another way to think about it. If my character dies in 3 days, when my character dies in 3 days, his character doesn't, so he can do this over and over. What's he gonna do if it's not farm pre-bis, you know? This is all you do in hardcore, it's PvE. Watch out and heal. This guy drops aggro as well, by the way, this boss. So we need to immediately shield whoever gets the... which is the Warlock, and precast a heal. Okay, good. Hey! Shielded him instantly, dude. It was an insta shield. The boss is enraged. I don't have time to heal the rogue so he can DPS again. Okay, we Gucci. And the necropile boots drop. What is this necropile, dude? Oh, the necropile. Oh, no way. 11 spell power and more stamina and intellect than mine. Or not more intellect, but more stamina. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm needing on this too. Now they might need just to like, because I got 4 items. Are they gonna need just because I got 4 items? They're not gonna need because of that, right? They didn't need it. Thank you. They didn't need at all. What's the mage got? The Warlock has much better boots for PvE, 22 spell power. And the mage has got these ones, the necropile. Oh dude, I'm getting kinda lucky with loot right now. Considering I got like 1.5 days to gear, it's kinda lucky loot. Obviously some people gonna be in tier 0.5 and stuff, like people who farmed for weeks, but considering it's 1.5 days, I'm kinda getting some nice blue items. I can help with AoE, watch. A grenade. Pick them. Boom. Okay, I only hit 3 mobs, what? But I appreciate this group because safety and doing it with good people is even better than not getting loot. Like, if I get 0 loot, I would have been fine because I didn't die. For sure, we're so good. One of them says, oh god, we're so good. Yeah, I've seen the top streamers in the tournament. They have full epics, yeah. Almost full epics. You saw me get happy over 3 blue items and you wanted to remind me that some people are gonna be in epics and stuff. And full enchanted with Crusader, Rogues, with Crow Blades. The best early game in classic web. You needed to remind me just cause I got 3 blues, come on man. I don't wanna get depressed now. I'm just kidding, it's fine, no worries. I know I'm dead on day 1. Might as well put the rest of that necropile on, get the 5 intel. What other necropile? The legs. Get the 5 int from the... Okay, I'll put it for him. I'll put the robe for him. Now we need a necropile or what? The robe. Mantle and robe. Mantle, what is mantle? Gloves? Taka, did you ever play Resto Shaman in vanilla? It's any good in dungeon and leveling content? Resto Shaman is, yes, very good raid healer, specifically in classic WoW. I haven't played it, but I have played with a lot of Resto Shamans. Resto Shamans are very needed in every raid, multiple of them. Many of them. On the Horde side you want a few priests to heal tanks. The priests on the Horde side take more of the paladin role, which is to single target heal, and the raid healing is covered by Shaman's chain healing. So the chain healing and the totems of the Shamans are very useful. So if you make a Shaman, you will be wanted everywhere. You make a Resto Shaman. And for leveling content, you can go any spec you want, I guess. Congrats on the necropile, every little bit helps. Yeah. In game and for my confidence. I like the confidence part. Ah, we got last boss now. Let's go for a little... What's my helm? Let's go for a little... Dread Mist helm, huh? No. Why so little stamina on Dread Mist? Let's go for a little stuff here with 30 stamina. But I don't want stuff actually, because I want to be able to use I want to be able to use skull. Oh, I need off hunt, main hunt. Can I line of sight the teleport? Like if I don't need to heal, can I just stay away? so he doesn't target me for the thing that he sends somebody in prison. Bone Sight. I actually tried to farm this a lot in Classic, but it sucks for PvP though. It's way too slow, not good for pushback, and no stamina. So the one item they will have me pass on, okay? Scholomance was a good one with these guys. Even though they didn't seem to like me entirely. Especially after I got so much loot. And they think my character will die, which is true. My character will die. And I'm not winning it. But you know. Let's have some fun and see what happens.